Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you again so much for joining me here. I hope you're having a fantastic day. We're getting closer to the daily candlestick closure here for Bitcoin, kind of seeing what's going on. It wasn't a great day, but it's also not terrible with the recovery that we're seeing here. We do want to close somewhere in the range of 59.5 or higher. That's kind of the estimated goal. If we don't close above that, it's not like the end of the world, but we want to kind of see what the price action looks like in the next 24 hours with this descending trend line. Also note we're moving into a weekend, and this is actually a holiday weekend, so it's going to be unique trading conditions all weekend. So you got to recognize holidays are typically pretty red on average. I'm not saying or specifying that Bitcoin will be pulling back, and I wouldn't be surprised if that being the history, everything goes straight up because of it, right? Again, it's a very unique market that we're in right now, and it can be very, very choppy and very difficult. As soon as you wait for confirmation, the price goes the opposite way. A lot of invalidations that occur. It's not the cleanest. Okay, so please recognize that. Not making any excuses, just simply saying it's difficult to establish a direction when Bitcoin is so bipolar right now. Okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at the backend data, see if we can establish some kind of understanding of what's going on here. If you want to hit the like button, deeply appreciate that as well. Thank you again so much, and appreciate all the wonderful feedback too from my community members side. Thank you so much for some of the DMs I've been getting recently. I get it. It is a frustrating market. I'm right there with you. So let's take a look here. We're at 59,000 some change, 59.2. We got lower liquidation levels here, about 57K. We can see a majority of that, roughly maybe 5 to 10 billion, got swept there for that little 57.5 mark. There's still more left remaining, so keep that in mind. So try not to get too blind or too crazy with the longs, but my personal opinion is if we can break through this descending trend line, get back over some SMAs there, establish some kind of higher highs and higher lows, we should be in better shape. Okay, that's not a guarantee, but it's going to be a much better statistical probability if we see that, right? Last but not least, too, here, there is some new liquidation here at about 60,000 even. That also could very well be a new area. We can see some late shorts here at about 60K. So just keep that in mind. It's very common for the market makers to be like, oh, what, you're late to the party? We're going to just destroy you. So it's a very, very common occurrence. So wouldn't be surprised if we just see kind of a push towards 62K just based on that sentiment alone. But once more, we don't base our trades on that one thing, right? Let's take a look at the daily, work our way down, kind of see what's going on here. We verify a few things here on the daily. We're still under the 20-day SMA. All right, so again, getting over that, I think is going to be huge. That does require a closure at 60,000 or higher at this point. Do I think that's likely right now? Probably not. We got a triple doji candle here if we're going. One doji is like indecisive, 2 is typically spells reversal, 3 is who the hell knows, right? This is a very unique and strange situation, and it's just kind of the market that we're in. So having said that, this ascending trend line hasn't been broken yet. We're under the 20-day SMA. We're under 50 on the RSI. There's really not a lot of reasons to take a long position. We happen to close above 60K, just say come Tuesday, which again, that's the day after the holiday. Then there's a strong chance I would say that, we make a push towards 62K to sweep that level of liquidation. What happens between now and then, you could probably flip a coin. It's hard to say. I know it sounds crazy, but as an analyst over the years here, weekends have been notoriously difficult to trade, especially lately. And on top of that, we got a holiday weekend. So just know if it can go wrong, it will go wrong. So you probably should just go the opposite or apply the opposite approach, what you think is logical, and it'll probably work out. Let's take a look here at stochastic RSI. Correction, this is a MACD diverging, basically letting us know there's full-on momentum to the downside. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. We're going to need a lot of volume to be able to balance this out. Good news is there has been more volume coming through as we've hit in these lower lows here. So that's a good sign in general. Majority of the sell-side liquidity has been swept too. That's a consolation. It's really odd though. Half the CME gap got filled, half the lower liquidation levels got swept. So it's like you're waiting for this extra leg down, doesn't happen, it goes right back up. You're waiting for it to come up to this little level, and it just goes just shy. So we missed some pretty awesome shorting opportunities, and now at this point, it kind of looks like we missed some long opportunities too. But the truth is the market is bearish, and until it breaks that trend, changes that trend, there's no reason to bet against it. Some alts are looking pretty good right now, I'll be honest. I've covered a few that are promising, but if Bitcoin has a bad day, it could be a different story altogether. Having said that, on the 4-hour time frame, we can see we're underneath 50 on the RSI, stochastic RSI right there. Money flow index kind of low. MACD is just now converging, but it converged previously and got instantly deleted. So my speculation here is it's still too early. Okay, if we look at the hourly, it's getting closer. We look at the Ichimoku cloud, we can confirm here that we're still below, and the lagging span is still below the price action. There's really no reason to want to consider a long. Lagging span, correction, The conversion line and the baseline are kind of intersecting here or just below. This is basically 3 out of 3 reasons to not take a long position. Again, you're going to probably have much better conditions. You're going to be back up over some SMAs. You wait for the cloud itself. In other words, closing at 59.5 or higher, either today or tomorrow, could signal that continuation potential. Problem is we're going to get some false positive this weekend with low volume. So it's going to be a very unique circumstance. So if you're going to trade this weekend, just be careful. That's all I ask. Okay. So again, it's not really the cleanest, most awesome thing, but the best thing to do here, honestly, is just to wait for confirmation. If you do end up taking a trade this weekend, make sure you watch it closely and ensure that you're not going too crazy with the leverage or the position size, because it's not something I like to trade into personally. There's a few altcoins I'm considering longs with, but once again, I'm trying to wait for Bitcoin to do what it needs to do first, so we don't see that natural rejection at this descending trend or that full-on dump. Because I mean, the small correction from Bitcoin, like it corrected itself by 3% today. Most alts took a 7 to 10% hit. So again, it's pretty ugly out there. All right, folks. Thanks again for watching. I hope that makes sense. Just click on the link down below if you have any questions. Go ahead and jump on over to our Discord, Twitter, Telegram, whatever works best for you. We'll look forward to seeing the next one. I thank you again. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.